Coming up tonight, His Excellency the President Ratu Epeli Latikau launches rubbish bags in buses campaign. 53 new cases of AIDS in the country, and RFMF bids farewell to fallen comrade. Good evening, I'm Sandra Asan. The need to protect the environment and the issue of climate change is gaining momentum in Fiji as the Land Transport Authority has jumped on board. This afternoon, the President, His Excellency Ratu Epeli Latikau, applauded the initiative shown by LTA as he launched the Green Bin for Buses campaign.
It is a call to act to help save the planet. I made that challenge about a fortnight ago, and today I am very happy to see that the Land Transport Authority is the first corporate body to heed the call. I am told that the LTA CEO has also committed himself or herself to join me on my 30-kilometer walk. And that means 30 kilometers, every kilometer along the way. The LTA has responded with a very simple, practical solution to help address one of the common environmental hazards in Fiji. Just about everywhere there is litter. Our world is getting choked with rubbish, and we are the culprits.
The President also had a strong message for everyone in the country.
We have lived and tolerated a bad habit for generations, and we continue to pass it on as a legacy. Let us change that. Put your rubbish in the right place. That's what we need to do. So today, the launching of this project is a reminder to everybody that there is a place for rubbish, and we should always heed that.
An increase in awareness has seen more people coming forward and checking their AIDS status. Health Ministry spokesperson Penny Namotu says with all their health centers now providing free checkup clinics, and since the implementation of the HIV and AIDS decree of 2011, people are becoming more empowered to deal with AIDS.
Fiji recorded 53 new confirmed cases of HIV and AIDS last year alone. This is the highest in the country's history since 1989. According to the Health Ministry, since 1989 up until December of last year, there are a total of 420 cumulative confirmed cases. Spokesperson Penny Namotu says the public are beginning to realize that AIDS is no longer a taboo subject, and faith-based organizations are now coming on board, adding government is doing all it can to assist.
This is something that is common in every society around the world. There's been discrimination, there has been stigmatization, and we would like to emphasize that people living with HIV AIDS are normal people in the society, and they need to be, they need comfort, they need support, and on the other hand, some of these people that they are not willing to, not willing, but they didn't choose to get HIV AIDS. In fact, Fiji is the only country in the Pacific that is purchasing their own antiretroviral virus drugs. So, this is what the government has been doing for the people, and over the past years, other Pacific Island countries has been getting assistance from global organization, but Fiji is purchasing their own antiretroviral drugs.
With children being the most vulnerable, Namotu says statistics show the younger generation need to be looked at.
The 53 that we got last year, the age group that we got a lot of cases from 19 to 35, and the mode of transmission of most of the cases is heterosexual. So that is the mode of transmission. In fact, children are vulnerable to these, they're exposed to lifestyles, and there's been change of behavior. And we think, there's a reason why we have to come out open now and educate our students, especially those at, adolescents and teenagers, has to be educated, not only in HIV/AIDS, but also, the associated burdens. There can be poverty, there can be school dropouts, it can be, prostitution. These are social problems that usually arises from, this sort of issue.
Members of the Fiji military, led by the commander RFMF Commodore Vorenge Bainimarama and his senior officers this morning, bid farewell to fellow comrade and military police officer, the late Levani Tikomai Chamani, at his village in Maumi in Talevu.
The late Private 27253 Levani Tikomai Chamani was born in the village of Mokani in Talevu and first recruited into the Fiji military forces in 1989 before serving on 2 official engagements under the United Nations Interim Forces in Lebanon, first in 1990 and in 1995. Over the past 25 years, the late Tikomai Chamani has spent 8 years in the regular force, 5 years as a territorial, and also spent 6 years with the police mobile force in Sinu. This morning, relatives, friends and comrades of the late Tikomai Chamani packed the village church in Maumi village as Major Eroni Mbale gave a brief but enlightening encounter of this once joyful and friendly soldier. And as the grey and heavy clouds gathered above, the people of Nawakura were proud of the fact that another son of Maumi has done them proud for service to God and country. For the Fiji military forces, it's another slow march with heads bowed to bid farewell to a comrade in arms, the late Private Levani Tikomai Chamani.
Do Bainimarama ke ira ke sarna turani balu irna toka ni vaka ena nonra sota chuma ina sini kua nanraki ina viva rota ni kalu ena sini nani kua babu ni na vali bana kalu ena sini nani kua ne nanda vata tuna viva kalu ngata ni na turani.
Modimanda Private 27253, may your soul rest in eternal peace and rise in everlasting glory.
Coming up after the break, Tay program for Taviuni and police investigates herbal cure claim.